Let's go take a ride. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to NMI GT Entertainment, and I am Joel. Today we're just going to take Electra out for a little spin. As y'all know, I put the Mantic in it, and I need to get up to 500 break-in miles, somewhere in there, maybe a little more or less, depending on the drive, I suppose. But I need somebody to come with me, so I'm bringing y'all along for that. Right now, I'm at like 46 or 48 miles since I put it in, so we'll go ahead and do some city driving, and on the way we'll have a discussion and see what you think. See you in a minute. All right, guys, let's get this thing started. It's been a couple days. Here we go, guys. So anyway, what is on y'all's agenda for this weekend? Don't really have too much going on, and Thanksgiving is around the corner now, so I didn't know what y'all's plans were for that. Me and the family are just going to be chilling around the pad and doing our thing. I think everybody is kind of booked. We usually do a Friendsgiving, but don't think that's going to happen this year. I don't know. Pam's still on the fence about it. I think she wants to do it, but like I said, I don't know. I can't say one thing or another, but you know, I might be missing that upload. Not that, you know, that matters too much if it's on a Friday, Saturday, whatever, but you know, I try to keep it consistent anyway. But I wanted to thank y'all for the views that I've been getting here lately on my RGB lighting for the car. It's done pretty good, and some of the other ones have done not so bad. So I'm glad that y'all are starting to watch, at least enjoy and comment and giving us a shout, and you know, getting into what we're doing. And like I said, if there's anything that y'all want to see, and I'm sorry if there's casting a shadow, it's just the way I'm driving, I suppose. If there's anything y'all want to see, let me know. Like I said, I'm kind of open for whatever. I don't really have a set agenda. If there's other cars that you want me to bring on the channel, friend of ours or whatever, I always have Brandon. He's always good for a couple laughs. But, you know, it's just kind of, everybody's doing their own thing right now. You know, Derek and them are getting into a new place here this week coming up, and Jordan, and he's doing his thing. So like I said, it's just sometimes timing is what it is, and you know, you kind of have to deal with that. All right, so I know some people have been asking me what are my next mods for this car. I really don't have any, to be honest. You know, I'm supercharged and I got everything. I guess I'm just gonna wait till the next thing happens. You know, I got a brand new clutch in there, so the next thing to go is probably the trans or something crazy. So we'll have to get into that once we get into that. I don't have any future plans for this car. She's done well. She's got 35,000 miles on it for a 14, so not doing too bad mileage wise. You know, the clutch, it wasn't holding up, the factory one. I mean, it was still working fine, but when you got into it, the pedal would go into the ground, and you know, weird stuff like that would happen. So I did the normal fixes where you go ahead and change the braided line, and you know, I even went with a separate reservoir to see if I can counteract it with a stock clutch, and it didn't work out too well. So I went to the McLeod, as y'all know, and I did the break-in with that, and maybe I didn't do the break-in quite right, or maybe I was wrong on my mileage. I don't know. It failed pretty quick for this car, and I wouldn't say failed like total failure, but it would not handle the horsepower after the break-in period that I was told to do. And a lot of it, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into the this and that with it. But, you know, McLeod's been pretty cool with it. I wish they would just fix it without me having to pay for it, you know, upgrading it to what I need to. But, you know, business is business, and you got to kind of have to take care of your own, especially these days. So, you know, I have no problem with that. So we'll take care of that once it gets to it. So now the Mantic is in. I think I've converted Jay over, because I think he's trying to get a partnership with them now. And like I said, he really likes how the Mantic felt. And like I said, there's nothing really wrong with the Mantic. It's really quiet. Like I said, at startup, you know, as it's been sitting, it I guess how it moves around a little bit, it'll give you like a little rattle. But for the most part, after that, it's quiet, it's easy to shift. My third gear clicks. It clicked with the other one too. I don't know if something's going on in the trans or whatever, but like I said, it's only when you're doing like the slow shifts. But, you know, we'll cross that path again like we said. So, how all this started, you know, I don't know of anything that I really want to do. The stereo's done. The appearance of the car looks good. Wheels, I may be switching here and there, you know, because I just do that anyway. So that's not really a mod per se. Motor-wise, I think we're good for right now. We got the Gremlins out with the bag coil pack and the header gasket. So, like I said, just kind of want to enjoy her and drive her. So, that's pretty much with this car. But, I got two other ones at the house. So, let me tell you what is on my mind with that. So, hold on. Alright, so what's on my mind? Now, with Pam's car, it is the holidays, and, you know, I try to give my family what they want, and, you know, try to be the good dad and husband and stuff like that. Sometimes financially I can't really do it, and then sometimes financially I still do it and can't do it. But what I have planned for her car, it's just like little simple mods. Part JLT intake, not intake, excuse me, the catch can, because she's been talking about that, and you know, that's still a good thing to have on even a factory setup, because I changed this one, and I got to show you that. I took it out after, I don't know, a couple months, I suppose is what it was. And yeah, I had some oil up in there. So I'm going to definitely do that to her car. I don't know if the V6s are as bad. I need to kind of research that a little bit, the 3.7s. So I may also do that with that. I do want to get the V6 tuned. Not like a crazy tune, but I want to do maybe change the shift points a little bit and get a little more aggression out of it without doing too much of a modification. I do drive that occasionally, more so than this car sometimes, just because of sheer convenience that it's out in front of the house and I don't have to move cars to get to it. But like I said, I do want to do something with that. So any of you guys that have the V6 and have a decent tune on it, hit me up on the DMs and let me know, because like I said, it's something I'm seriously thinking about doing, just to give it a little more oomph, and also exhaust for that car. I know I've talked about it before, and like I said, I want to get something that sounds good but isn't overbearing, because like right now I'm running courses in this car and you don't really hear it too bad, you know. So I kind of like that deal. I just don't know anybody that has Corsas on a V6. They have them. I've seen the Roush's and the Borlas and stuff like that, but I don't want a droney setup. Again, hopefully my daughter will be driving it at some point, and then, you know, that'll be kind of how that's going to work out. But I don't want to hear complain, Dad, my ears hurt, because she's kind of not in the car game. So, you know, I'm trying to do little subtle changes so that way it's not such a shock for her to drive it, you know. So I guess we'll figure that out too. But like I said, all this stuff, put it in the comments, hit me up in the DMs on my Instagram if you got it, into my GT. And like I said, I'll usually hit you back. I'm not one of those people that, oh yeah, hit me and I won't talk to you. So yeah, it's not gonna be like that. But Yeah. So let me know something. And then let's see what else we can talk about. Hold on. Alright, as we've been driving here, I've driven maybe 30 miles away from the house. I sat and looked up and I'm like, where am I? So anyway, I've just kind of turned around, went back the other way now. What I've noticed with the Mantic, and I don't think it's the Mantic itself, I do have quite a bit of clunking now when I go into gear. So I don't know if that is just from taking the trans out and putting it back in, and then maybe it not being straight, maybe? I don't know. It always gave me like a little clunk in the third, so I can't say that that's not right, but it does it into fourth, second, first, it depends. And it doesn't do it all the time, so I don't know if there's some type of alignment for the trans. I'll talk to Jay about it and see what we can figure out, make sure that everything's lined up in the gearbox, you know, with the shifter versus how everything sneaks back together, make sure everything's straight up. But for the most part, like I said, it drives well. It's not noisy. I can't really complain too much about it. At this point with the other clutch, you know, at low RPMs, it would grind and rattle, and you would hear it, and this doesn't really do that. For the most part, it's a smooth transition from gear to gear. And like I said, the more you drive it, the more you feel what's going on with the car. And like I said, I just need to do this braking period to make sure that everything is up to par before I decide to really get on it. Like I said, maybe, like I said, with the other one, I went a little too soon, or it just, like I said, it was rated. The problem that I had, and I think it's my fault, because with the McLeod, when they say it's rated at, you know, 800 horsepower, well, they're not talking wheel, they're talking crank. So right now I'm at like 716, 720, you know, depending on the weather and, you know, the little aspects. So we'll just give or take 5 horsepower one way or the other. So when you do the math up to wheel horsepower, I believe I'm either at that 800 or over that 800. So maybe that was the deal with the RST, that failed so soon with this car. But then on the other hand, I hear people with high horsepower cars running the RST for years and not having a problem. So it's kind of, maybe I just got a Wednesday clutch, you know what I mean? So like I said, maybe it's just something that happens, and you know, we'll get it rebuilt, and I'll either have it as a spare clutch for one of the other cars, because it will fit Pam's car and it will fit Brandon's car. They're not running high horsepower, so that might work out for them if I get that built and just sit on it. So we'll see how everything goes. Like you see, right now I'm in 6th gear at right around 60 some miles an hour, 63 from what the thing says, and it's quiet in here. I can talk to you. That's why I like this exhaust. And like I said, I'm running Cook's headers, I'm running supercharger, I'm running the Cook's mid-pipe. I do have my resonators, because like I said, I ran it without the resonators for a little bit, and I really didn't like the way it changed the tone too much. It took the deepness out of it. It made more of a high tinny, more like a Roush. So I didn't really like that to par. And of course I Oxaback. So like I said, and I'm here having a normal tone conversation with you. So, and like I said, I hope the phone is doing fine, because I'm using the mount that I use on another car. And sometimes it shakes, but the phone has an anti-vibration blah 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 on it. So hopefully I'll figure it out when I go to look at the video back on the computer. But for the most part, like I said, it's quiet in here, nothing rattles. We good, we Gucci. Like I said, I got little quirks, and like I said, it may not be anything. It's anytime you change something in a car, you start hearing gremlins. You start hearing things that may have always been there, but now they're amplified because something new has, you know, been changed. So in your mind, you're like starting to feel out things or trying to find, you know, different things that are happening. And like I said, all that could be pretty normal and probably every day. And like I said, I'm shifting into gears now, you know, downshifting, whatever. No clunks, no nothing. So it might just be the clutch, you know, having to break in and get into its pattern. There is something that happened to me twice. Hold on. All right, there is something that happened to me twice. Once I was going up to the drugstore, and another time when I hit one of these lights. It's like you put it in gear and it gets stuck in gear. You can sit there and kind of finagle it and it'll come out, but it's like it's either it gets sandwiched and it got stuck in gear, or it was like I don't know. I don't really understand what happened. I don't know if you heard that, but it just clunked a little. So I don't know if that's just the clutch trying to, you know, get into its own pattern also, or is there an underlying issue that I may need to be looking at for that. But like I said, it's all a learning process, and I'm not jumping the gun and going totally apeshit with it at the moment. Like I said, it comes out of gear. Usually I lift up the clutch and put it back down real quick, and it'll unloosen the or unseize it from where it is. So, like I said, sometimes I just think it's learning. But like I said, again, I'm learning this pattern with this. So if there's something that y'all know or already done, or have had it installed, or had many issues with different clutches or different brands, let me know, because I'm always willing to learn something new. All right, hold on, I'll be right back. Been kind of playing around with the shifting the gears, and maybe it's me with the clunking, because it seems like if I shift it at a higher RPM, it doesn't do it. It's at the lower RPM, you know, trying to shift at 1500 under 2 grand. You'll hear it clunk, but if you get into like the 3000 range, 3500, it doesn't seem to do it. So maybe it's just the way that the clutch is, the way it engages. It needs a higher RPM. I mean, it is a performance clutch, you know, so maybe it needs to be up a little bit before shifting. And like I said, these are just my theories. I'm learning, and hopefully there's no outlying issues with it, but I think that's pretty much what it is, because the car itself drives wonderful. Like I said, that might be running a little bit too rich. I need to go check some things out. Or it's just me learning and shifting weird and throwing the car in a different power bands and whatever so much it's just wasting gas a little more. Or maybe it's just normal. Like I said, I don't drive it every day, so like I said, it's like every day is a new day when I come back in this car. So we're heading back to the house now, so thanks for taking this ride with me, and we'll catch you there. See you in a minute. All right, everyone, thanks for coming along with me for the drive. Like I said, we got some little gremlins that we got to take care of and maybe get into and see, but for the most part, she is pretty good. It was about a 35 minute drive on stop and go traffic, so that's part of it. So I have now accomplished 80 miles almost of stop and go traffic, and another 300 and something to go, I guess, or 400, 420. Yeah, so yeah, we're going to be doing this for a few minutes before, or I just need to find somewhere where I could go on a day trip and have a good time. And let me show you something real quick. I did mention about the JLT oil separator and the stuff that I got out of it. So this is what came out of it. So it does work, believe it or not. So let me show you the old clutch, and we'll close out this video. See you in a sec. There is the old clutch, as you can see. I'm going to clean it up a little bit and kind of examine it, and then probably hit up McLeod and get the ball rolling with that, seeing what I need to do. Alright, everyone, that is the video for today. Sorry, took off my sunglasses and now it's freaking sunny as crap in here. But if you like this type of video, let me know. we'll do some more like this if you like. I'm always long-winded and have something to talk about, I guess. And I'm always looking for friends. Yeah, but anyway, we'll catch you on the next video. I hope you enjoyed it, and peace.